Hey guys, Nabil here. Hope everyone is doing okay. So it finally happened. The official lineup for EVO 2022. Now, I did mention that I knew a certain game is gonna be there, and obviously it's there. But before we talk about the details and the lineup, a gentle reminder to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you are notified whenever I drop a new video. So last night saw the announcement of the official lineup for EVO 2022, which is hopefully going to be the finally coming back with an offline event. Now, as you know, on 2020 it was canceled because it was the beginning of the pandemic. There was supposed to be a 2021, it was canceled. Then big changes happened to EVO as it's now owned by Sony. And there was a lot of drama following, that Nintendo apparently not allowing Super Smash Bros. To be in the lineup for some odd reason. When people thought it was going to be Sony that's not going to allow it, it kind of seems like Nintendo did not want that, which is kind of strange. Again, Nintendo being Nintendo, I guess. But yeah, we finally have the lineup, and I'm going to talk about each one of these games. But I'm gonna, start with the big one. King of Fighters 15 is part of EVO 2022, and I said, guys, it's going to be there, so I'm not surprised. A lot of people are really happy. They're like, whoa, KOF 15 is there. Obviously, it's there. It's the biggest game right now, so it's definitely going to be at EVO. And this actually kind of not puts pressure, but I mean, it really is going to, well, yes, put pressure on competitors in the game. We're gonna see our pro players that we follow and watch try to step up their games to get ready for the international showcase, international theater, if you want, of EVO 2022. So I can't wait for that. I do think that by then the game is gonna have at least one balance patch. There's definitely a balance patch coming that's going to address Ralph, Terry, and Vanessa to a certain degree. It's logical. No inside information. This is not a leak, but it is going to happen, and I do think it's going to happen a little bit before EVO, which is happening in August. So it's not going to happen at the last month. It's not going to be June or July. It's going to be way before that. If I have to guess, I think we're going to have our first balance patch with at the end of the month with the release of the first DLC team, Garu team of Rock, B-Janet, and the one I'm waiting for, Gato. So now that's done, it's out of the way. King of Fighters 15, part of EVO. So those of you who are planning to be at EVO, you should step up your game and try to show your skills. And I can't wait to see everybody, on the international level, people from all around the world fighting in an offline tournament, because I miss offline tournament. So this is great news. Now let's talk about the rest of the lineup. As you can see here, well, we obviously have Street Fighter V. Am I surprised? Absolutely not. Street Fighter V is still alive. It may be not the game that we all wanted, but it's the game we have gotten, and it's been alive for the past few years. We just had Season 5 last year, which ended with Luke. And yes, I'm not surprised again that Street Fighter V is going to be part of EVO. It's going to be, this is the last tournament, the last EVO with Street Fighter V. Next year it's going to be Street Fighter 6, which also I can't wait to see how it's going to turn out. Next game is Guilty Gear Strive, and again, I am not surprised. Guilty Gear Strive has a lot of competition. It's been going strong since its release last year, so it's definitely, I knew it was going to be in there. And if you guys watch my previous videos and my streams, I said that I know 3 games are going to be in there: Street Fighter V, Guilty Gear, and of course King of Fighters 15. Now this next one is a surprise for me. Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate is a surprise for me because Netherlands Studios dropped the support for the game last year, as supposedly they're working on Mortal Kombat 12, which is going to be announced soon, as it's coming out next year. This is what the leaks are saying. I'm presuming we're gonna get some sort of announcement at EVO for Mortal Kombat 12. So I'm kind of surprised to see Mortal Kombat 11. Mortal Kombat 11 was very different from the previous iterations. It's a great game. It's a good game. If you play online Mortal Kombat 11, the game is good. The netcode is good. The community is a little bit toxic. It's a lot toxic compared to any other fighting game community I've been part of. But the game is great. So I'm happy to see that it still has some life in it and it's making it to EVO 2022. Next is Tekken 7. Again, no surprise there. It's the latest iteration of the Tekken franchise, even though it's been released for a few years now. It's still going strong. There are a lot of pro players in there, and I'm not surprised that it's Tekken 7. King of Fighters 15, already talked about it. Melty Blood is also in there, which is, you know, it's relatively new, right? Even though it's not as big as the, you know, the other games, but the Type Lumina, which is this version of Melty Blood or Project Lumina, you know, is still kind of popular, right? It's not Street Fighter, it's not Guilty Gear, it's not, of course, King of Fighters, but it has its following, and I'm glad that it's in there. Then Dragon Ball Fighter Z, and that was not expected. I really thought that if you asked me last year, I would have thought that by now we already have a sequel to this game. It's been out for a while. It's doing well. I couldn't get into the game, and I'll tell you why. And I hope SNK is not gonna make the same mistake. I love Dragon Ball, the anime, the manga. I've been reading the manga since I was a little kid, and at the time it came out, I was absolutely busy with life and I couldn't get into it. So I wanted to get it later, but the problem is, what happened is they never released like a package of the previous DLC. So you can find the game on sale right now, but then you still have to buy all the DLC at full price, which is ridiculous. So the game, if I want to have the full game, I'm gonna have to pay like $150 right now, and that's a few years after its release, which is ridiculous, right? Mortal Kombat did it better, is that they released Ultimate Edition, that came out with all the DLCs, and it's a normal retail price, or I think it's a little bit less than retail price, which is smart, because if I didn't get the previous DLCs in the game, I can easily get into it. Now, right now with Dragon Ball Fighter Z, I have to get everything, which is crazy expensive, and I'm not gonna do that at this point in the life of the game. Now, I hope SNK, as I said, is not gonna do this, and then they'll gonna release maybe after each season like a repackaged version of the game that includes the previous season, or every 2 seasons, something like that, to make it easy for newcomers who join late. Grand Blue Fantasy Versus is the other game that is part of EVO. The game came out a couple years ago, a little bit more, it's 2020, I believe, when it came out. So it's still doing okay. I didn't get into the game, unfortunately. So I'm happy to see that it's in there. It's more things to watch during EVO. And finally, Skullgirls Second Encore, which is kind of a surprise, but I don't remember the last time Skullgirls actually skipped an EVO. Well, maybe I can. But it's actually great to see this game still thriving and still alive. Again, it's another game that I never gotten into. I never played, unfortunately. Maybe I played the first one when it came out, just tried it, I think. But you know, it's a good lineup. Obviously, Super Smash is not in there, which is disappointing for Smash fans. But I am really excited to see the King of Fighters 15 in EVO. I am really excited, and I can't wait for that and see who's going to be in it, who's going to make it. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be an exciting times. I'm going to be covering the event extensively. Very excited for that. I'm really intrigued by Mortal Kombat 11, and Street Fighter 5 is Street Fighter 5, right? So, pretty good lineup if you ask me. I'm happy to see that, as I said, KOF is making it, which I'm not surprised. So, yeah, pretty cool stuff. What do you guys think about this lineup? Are you excited? What is there any game that surprised you to be in there, or any game that is not in there that you're surprised did not make the cut? Let me know in the comment section. Last thing I want to talk about is that SNK has released a patch for the PC version, and no, it's not the matchmaking patch that we were talking about. I was hoping is going to come out by now. No, it's not that. It's actually a patch that adds the 1440p resolution. The game did not have 1440p resolution, and now it has. So that's actually the major addition to the game that was not available before. I checked the options. There's no VSync option yet. You still have to do the VSync through the NVIDIA panel or the AMD panel, which is kind of annoying. So hopefully they'll fix that as well. So that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video from Neo Geo Now. Now don't forget to like and subscribe if you have not done so. And I would like to take this opportunity and thank my patrons for supporting the channel and making this content possible. Making daily videos, and especially the documentaries and lore episodes, takes a very long time and a lot of effort, and being able to get some support for these time-consuming tasks allow me to keep going and strive for more and better content. With that said, I want to give a big special shout out to Michael, Bryant Yard, Fahad Al-Suwaidi, Jacques Paul, and Berugadono. As well as special thanks to Shaka Asamia, Refugio Robles, Felipe Guimara, Jihao Ju, Muhammad Al-Blushi, Anthony Longino, Burned Retinas, Lily Wong Esmeralda, Goran, and Dangerman 1973. Those of you who are not yet Neo Geo Now patrons, I hope you will check my Patreon page where you can become patrons, helping the channel produce more videos as well as receive special perks that are exclusive to patrons, like early access to videos, exclusive making-offs, and other SNK digital goodies. Link for the Neo Geo Patreon page is in the description below. So until next time, thank you for watching.